the village of Willowshade was calm, timeless, and untouched by the world beyond its trees. One day, the villagers gathered near the dry riverbed, their faces filled with worry. The elders spoke in hushed tones, unable to understand why the water had disappeared overnight. Without the river, their crops would die, their animals would suffer, and the village would struggle to survive. Aisha, a determined young girl, clenched her wooden staff. I will find the river, she declared. The villagers gasped. But Aisha, the forest is dangerous, her mother warned. Our ancestors always said the river flows from the heart of the mountains. No one has ever dared to go that far, an old man added. Aisha nodded. Then I will be the first. With a small bag of food, a clay pot for water, and her staff, she set off toward the distant mountains. Aisha walked past the village fields and into the dense forest. The towering trees whispered in the wind, and strange animal calls echoed around her. She followed the dried riverbed, hoping it would lead her to the source. As she ventured deeper, she noticed something strange, rocks and fallen branches blocking the path of the dried up stream. Something or someone has stopped the water from flowing, she thought. Suddenly, she heard a rustling in the bushes, a pair of golden eyes stared at her. Aisha gripped her staff tightly. Who is there? She called. A small fox with golden fur stepped out. It looked at her curiously, then ran ahead. Maybe it wants to show me something, Aisha whispered, following the fox. After walking for hours, Aisha reached a clearing in the forest. In front of her was a giant wall of stones and logs, blocking the flow of water. The river was trapped behind it, forming a large pool. Aisha climbed onto a rock to get a better look and gasped. A group of beavers had built this dam. She saw their tiny paws stacking branches, unaware that their work had dried up the river downstream. The river belongs to everyone, and the village needs this water to survive. Aisha thought she needed a plan. Aisha didn't want to destroy the beavers' home. Instead, she spoke gently to them. You have built a strong dam, but the river must flow for all. The beavers tilted their heads, listening. She found a large rock and pushed it aside, creating a small opening in the dam. Water started to trickle through. The beaver chattered in surprise, but didn't stop her. Slowly, the trickle became a stream, then a rushing flow. The water surged down the dry riverbed, racing back toward the village. Aisha smiled as the beavers quickly adjusted their home without stopping the river's course. By the time Aisha returned to the village, the river was flowing again. The villagers ran to the banks, cheering with joy. Farmers rushed to water their crops, and the children splashed in the cool stream. Aisha's mother hugged her tightly. You saved us, she said with tears in her eyes. The village elders declared, from this day forward, Aisha will be remembered as the girl who brought back the river. That night, the village celebrated with music, dance, and a great feast. Aisha smiled, knowing she had not only saved her home, but had also learned a great lesson. True bravery comes from using wisdom and kindness to help others.